I want you to make sure that you can fit your little fist between your feet. So bend your knees. If there's space between your fists, then bring your feet closer together, because generally that's about as how wide your little sits bones are. Okay, now I want you to check your feet. Are they going slightly outwards? Are they in a slightly V position? Or are they inwards? Because sometimes we're, prone to going inwards with our feet. I want you to check. Make sure they're as potentially, possibly perfect as they can be. Nothing will ever be perfect, but as 11 and parallel as they can be. And when they're in that position, I want you to lift your toes up, spread them out, and then press them into the mat. Correct. Now I want you to imagine spreading all the weight of your body weight evenly around on your feet. Sorry, I can't talk today. And I want you to press your toes, press your heels, and then not necessarily do it, but imagine the arches of your feet going up towards the sky. So when you do that, you're going to feel the activation a little bit in your hamstrings as well, okay? All right, so stay standing there. I'm going to turn to the side so we can see. When we stand this way, I have what we call an anterior tilt. So I'll like, when I'm just standing, I kind of stick my butt out, like a little duck. Some people tend to stand like this. They lean into their back like this, and they just like push their pelvis out. Our goal is to have what we like to call a neutral pelvis. So I want you to make a nice little triangle right here with your fingers. You're already doing it, Fab, good job. I want you to put it right here where your hip bones are and where your pubic bone is. And for those of you who don't know, who aren't here, excuse the children. It is a holiday. We're going to do Pilates in cute chaos. Okay, so we want to make sure our triangle isn't going up towards the sky or down towards the ground. We want to make sure that, it is down towards the ground. It's nice and flat. So look down at your triangle. Make sure that it's nice and flat. So for me, I need to kind of tuck my tailbone in a little bit. Okay? And we want to make sure that we're not like this and that we're not like this. We want to make a nice flat triangle right there. We're looking pretty good. Okay, from that position, I want us to now, staying in that position with our pelvis, I want us to now stand up nice and tall as if a little string is pulling us up towards the sky. So up, 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 up. I want you to tuck that chin in just a little bit. So almost imagine making a double chin. You don't have to force it, but we also don't want to stick our heads out, which is what we generally do in normal everyday life. So now we're elongating our neck, okay? And our arms can be nice to the side. We're kind of activating. We're not squeezing our shoulder blades, not squeezing, but we are pressing our shoulders down, okay? So this is how I want us to stand. This is how we stand. So even when we're on the reformer or the mat, this is how we lay down. So when I say neutral pelvis, we're going to learn what that looks like laying down. But this is when we lay down in neutral pelvis, what we're doing is we're practicing standing properly. So that's the goal, okay? Open your shoulders just a little bit more for me. Yes, yes. For you, just press them down. Yes, Jess. And then I want you to, yes, ma'am. Okay. Our gaze generally needs to be a little bit higher than normal, okay? All right, so now we're standing. We're going to learn how to breathe. So I want you to make little jazz fingers for me. Spread your fingers. Now put them on your ribs, okay? So generally we breathe with our diaphragm, right? Like how we sing, we breathe when we talk, we use this. We're going to try and use this instead of using so much of this. Of course, we'll organically use this. But yes, you can tell them to stop. Okay, so when we breathe, we want our ribs we want to imagine them expanding sideways. So they're expanding sideways, but we're not necessarily just letting our stomachs go, okay? We're holding on to our abdominals. We're going to breathe through our nose. So inhale, don't lift your shoulders. And when we exhale through our mouth, we're going to bring our ribs together and down. Shoulders a little more open. Yes. You're leaning back, Joe, so come forward a little bit. Yes. We're going to do it again. Bring your elbows a little forward, Jess. Yes. Yes, Fab and Jen, a little forward on your elbows. Yes. So we're going to inhale. Don't lift your shoulders. And exhale, bring them Do you feel that activation right here? You almost feel it even in your back, right? As you're activating those abdominals. So what we're doing right now is we're zipping our abdominals in. We're wearing a nice natural corset right now. Imagine someone pulling the string in and it's like, it's that feeling, except we're controlling our body, okay? We're not just going up, we're controlling our shoulders. So we're gonna do that again. So expand, inhale, and exhale, in and down. Imagine 2 zippers. Okay, so now we also really feel it in our pelvic floor, right? We're gonna do it one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And try not to sink in when we're doing it. Try to stay nice and tall. Well, let's do it one more time together. Inhale. And so when I say inhale, that's what I mean. When I say exhale, that's what I mean. Disclaimer, we just learned how to breathe. However, what's more important to me today is form. So don't obsess about breathing. If I say inhale, but you also know you need to make sure your arms are nice and straight, you need to make sure your chest is open, I'd rather you focus on that. I don't want you obsessing, wait, did she say inhale or exhale? Don't worry about that, okay? As we practice together and as we grow in this together, that's going to become really natural for us, okay? So third step is now come to the back of your mat facing each other. You can choose, Kristen. So check your feet. Check your stance. How am I standing? Make sure you're fully on your mat so that your body is nice and even. Okay, we're standing nice and tall. Again, string pulling us up towards the sky. We inhale through our nose. We're going to roll down so you start from the crown of your head. This is articulation. We don't just like go down. Okay, we're going to articulate. Inhale. And exhale, we start from the crown of our head as our arms follow, palms facing each other. We soften our knees. And we roll down. I want you to send all of your abdominals towards your back. So this is not a stretching exercise. This is about your abdominals. Relax your head, round your lower back, soften your knees, and tip your pelvis over just a little bit. Relax those shoulders. Don't worry, we'll do it again. If you can't see me, move your mat. Good job. Tip your pelvis over a little more for me, Susie. And send that look. Yes, Joe, that's good. Because then I can see you too. That's perfect. Inhale. And when you exhale up, use those abdominals. So round your lower back nice and slow. You tuck your tailbone in. And you stack your spine on top of your pelvis. We'll try that one more time. Okay, inhale. Don't move your shoulders. And exhale, roll down, palms facing each other. You soften the knees and you send your lower abdominals in. You round that lower back. You round, and you tip that pelvis over. Good, good. Relax your head, Joanna. Yes, a little more. Yes, there you go. Soften your knees a little more for me, Joanna. Yes. Okay, Jess, I need you to move your mat just a little more backwards. Sorry, love. Thank you. That way I can see you better. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, inhale. And exhale, round. And tuck your tailbone in and stack your spine. One more time so that we can get all the way down to the mat. We inhale. And we exhale. And we roll down. Roll down. Remember, we send those abdominals nice, deep in. Good. Soften those knees a little more for me, Jen. Yes. Oh, everybody's looking good. Looking good. Okay. You can look to the side if you need, but you're going to step forward, step forward, step forward. So you're at a nice upstretch one position. Okay. Heels are up. Tailbone is up towards the sky. Okay. I know we're slipping a little. That's okay. We'll get sweaty enough we stop slipping. Send your tailbone up towards the sky. Your chest is towards your shins. Your abdominals are pressed down. Good. And then from here, you bend your knees. You look like a little panther. Yes, Jen. Yes, yes. Chest is open. Chest is open. Flat back. Yes. At 3, we count. 1, 2, we jump forward, 3. Good, so now we're at the front of our mat. Sweetheart, I will help you in a second, okay? Ask Deo for help. Okay, I will help you later, okay? I'll be right there. We're gonna grab the backs of our knees and we're gonna use our biceps, so none of this. Open up the elbows and you're gonna straighten your back. Little more lower back extensors, Joanna. Yes, lean forward, open those elbows. Joe, Hannah. You're going to be Joe, you're going to be Joanna today, okay? All right. Yes, a little more forward for me, Jen. So we're just open those elbows for me, Susanna and Jess. Yes. So we're trying to use our biceps instead of like holding on and doing this. We're using our biceps to hold up and just sit up straight. Yeah. Okay. And arms forward and straight, palms facing each other, and we curve into a C curve. So what does that mean? We eyes above the knees. We're not leaning back. We're forward, and our lower abdominals are rounded. So we round our lower back. Yes, elongating the neck. Neck long, Jen. Opposite, higher. Yes, and then tuck that chin in a little bit. Yes, beautiful. Round your lower back for me, Joe, a little more. Yes, not your shoulders, just your abdominals. And from here, we're going to slowly roll down. Arms parallel to the ground. Gaze between our knees, not all the way down. High, high, high. Chest a little bit higher. We inhale. And we exhale. We're going to roll up. Shoulders are down. We're using just this. Exhale into your C curve. And you sit up nice and tall. Good. Remember, ribs are nice and active, okay? We're not just relaxing our body. We're activating every muscle. And exhale into a C curve where we're just rounding our lower back, but our upper body is nice and long, and we slowly roll down. Shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. Arms to the side. I want our pelvis high up towards the sky. So your pubic bone is high up towards the sky. Our gaze is between our knees. Don't lose your gaze. Yep. And exhale. Don't use your shoulders. Good job. Into a C curve. Send those abdominals further back. Yes, Joanna. A little more C curve for me, Jess. So you round your lower back and your eyes are above your knees. Yes, arms higher for me, Susie. Yes, gaze is between your knees towards the ground. Beautiful. Inhale. We'll just do 3 today because it's the beginning. We'll add more as we go. And all the way down. Arms down to the side. Press down, activating those triceps. Right leg further in, left leg further in. Remember, we talked about the neutral pelvis. So our pelvis, if you want to look up for a second, you want to make sure that it's nice and flat. You could even make that little triangle and do a little test. So what happens then? Your lower back is slightly lifted off the ground as your tailbone grounds into the mat, okay? But because your ribs are not splaying out, but they're active, they're pressed down towards your pelvis, your upper and middle back are pressed into the mat. The only thing lifted up is your lower back, okay? Our triceps are nice and active as we open up our chest and we press our arms down. Our toes are pressed into the mat. Our heels are pressed into the mat. Our hamstrings and our calves, everything's nice and active, yes? Okay, and we inhale. As we exhale, we press our lower back down and our pelvis goes up towards the sky. So the tailbone and the pubic bone go up towards the sky, and we slowly articulate one vertebrae at a time, up, up, up off the mat. Make sure you're not leaning into your heels. I know if you lift weights, they'll tell you rest into your heels. I don't want that. I would rather you rest into those toes. We feel the activation of the hamstrings, and then you send your tailbone towards the backs of your knees. And then don't let your knees splay out. Make sure they're in a nice parallel so our inner thighs are working, pressing those abdominals down towards your pelvis. and your shoulders are long away from your ears. Then we inhale. And we exhale, we articulate one vertebrae at a time down. Press the lower back down first, imprint onto the mat, and then back to your neutral pelvis. Inhale. And exhale, press the lower back down and articulate one vertebrae at a time off the mat. Imagine peeling tape off a mat. That's kind of how it wants to feel like. Okay, make sure those inner thighs are active. Make sure your feet are evenly placed on the ground. Make sure your tailbone is towards the backs of your knees and ears are far away from the shoulders. We inhale and we exhale. Press the lower back down and all the way to a neutral pelvis. We inhale and we exhale, lower back down, and we articulate off the mat. We lift up, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. And we exhale, we articulate down. So you're going to notice this isn't necessarily a glute exercise, which normally when you do a different type of workout, it will be. But this is more of a hamstring exercise. Are we feeling it in our hamstrings? We inhale, we exhale, we press the lower back down, we peel off the mat. Make sure those toes are pressed in and almost hug those heels in towards your shoulders. Tailbone towards the backs of your knees. Good. So those hamstrings are really burning. The triceps are working because we're opening up our chest. Our abdominals are pressed down towards our pelvis. We inhale and we exhale. We articulate one vertebrae at a time and back to neutral pelvis. And one more inhale. And we exhale, press the lower back down, and then we articulate off the mat. It's a nice spinal massage. We inhale and we exhale. So if we have any injuries or something hurts or something feels off throughout the class, this is the exercise I want you to go back to, okay? It's called the pelvic curl. We open up our arms into a T position, palms facing up towards the sky. Make sure they're not higher, like too high. I would rather them be a little lower than your shoulders. You're going to bring your right leg up to tabletop, your left leg up to tabletop. Okay, and you're going to not from your knees. Please don't lead with your knees. We're going to lift off that hip, okay? This is an oblique exercise. So you're going to come towards me with those knees. So inhale. Press that opposite shoulder blade down so it doesn't lift off the ground. You see, it's a small movement. Squeeze those knees together. Small, stay right there. Squeeze, squeeze, good. And shoulder blades pressed into the mat. And then when we come center, we press the abdominals down and come center the other way towards that wall, and we inhale. Again, shoulder blade pressed up, so it's not a big movement. This is an oblique exercise, and we exhale, abdominals down, center. Inhale towards me, and exhale, center, and inhale. And shoulder blades press down. Exhale, center. And we inhale. And everyone's looking pretty good right now. And we inhale. Press that shoulder blade down for me. There you go. And exhale. And other way, inhale and exhale. We bring our right leg down, then we bring our left leg down. We make sure our feet are nice and parallel. We interlace our fingers. We bring them behind the roundest part of our head. We inhale and we exhale. We bring our chest up. I like to imprint my lower back in, especially because I have diastasis recti, and I like to tell people, if I can do it, you can do it. We inhale, we have our eyes, our gaze between our knees, chest is high up, and we exhale down. When we come down, I want you to look, don't turn your head, just roll your eyes to the side, to the other side. Your elbows should be slightly lifted off the ground, but that's about it. no folding. Inhale and exhale. Imprint that lower back. Bring your chest up nice and high, shoulders away from your ears. So gaze between your knees, please. Come up a little bit higher for me, Jess and Joanna. And Joe. Yes. Fab, a little higher. Yes. Inhale and exhale down. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale, chest lift up. And inhale and down. Inhale and exhale up. Higher. Higher. Yes. Inhale and down. Inhale and exhale up. And inhale and down. And inhale and exhale up. And stay. Don't come down. You inhale. You exhale, you rotate to the right side of your leg. All you're doing is you're looking at the right side of your leg. You're not rotating with your shoulders. You're activating from those obliques. So you rotate and your pelvis stays still and you inhale to the center, keeping your chest high. Gazes between those knees, ladies. Chest off, yes, shoulder blades off the ground, thank you. And inhale to the left. Rotate from those obliques, not the shoulders. And inhale, center. Pelvis is nice and grounded. And exhale, right. And keep going, center. And exhale. And come higher, center. And center. And right. And center. And left. Come higher, center. And right. Come higher, center. And left. Come higher, center. Come up a little bit higher. And down. Good. Arms down to the side. Triceps, arms, back of your arms are just like pressed into that mat because we really want to open up that chest and we do want to activate those triceps, okay? Again, adjust your body so that you're in that nice neutral position, a neutral pelvis position. Point your right foot and look to me real quick. We're going to do leg lifts, but none of this, okay? No knee flexors. They stay. We move from the hip flexor. We inhale and exhale and go. And light as a feather. Wow, everybody's doing so good, baby Roger. We're so proud of them. Okay, remember your pelvis is nice and even. Your ribs are pressed towards your pelvis. So your upper body's working really hard, even as your hip flexors are working really hard. And one more, hold. And we switch. Our right leg grounds into the ground. And inhale, tap, and exhale up. And good. And reach a little further for me, Joanna. Yes. Yes. You're doing good, Jess. Kristen, looking great. Everybody's looking good. Wow. So proud. Looking good. A little less bending, Susanna. Reach a little more further out. Right there. Yes. And inhale. And exhale. And I'm going to be very honest. I have lost count, so we're going to do 4 more. Inhale. And exhale. And 3. And 2. Yes. Good job. Okay, stay in that tabletop position for your left leg and point your right toe and switch. And exhale. And exhale. And exhale. And keep it pointed. You're switching legs, Joanna. And switch. And reach a little further. Yes, Kristen. Yes, I can see you working hard. Press those abdominals down a little more for me. Yes, nice. Don't bend your knees, Jess. Reach further and further and further. A little further for me, Jess. Reach further on the end of your mat. Yes, a little more. Yes. So keep going, guys. Don't take a break. You're doing good. You're just going to reach a little further so that you're moving from here instead of here. Yes. Arms nice and long. We're doing great. If it burns, it's a good thing. And 4. And 3. Light as a feather. 2. And 1. Both at tabletop. Arms up above our head, palms facing up towards the sky. Remember, your ribs are nice and okay? So your arms might not touch the ground. They might, depends on how flexible your shoulders are. We inhale. And we exhale, we chest lift up, pressing that lower back down. Arms parallel to the ground, so bring them a little bit lower. Gazes between our knees. When we inhale, we 60 degrees, arms bring our chest a little higher, shoulders away from our ears, and we come all the way down. Inhale, and a little bit higher, and down. And exhale. Bring your chest high for me, Joe. Higher. And look between your knees. Yes, Jen, arms a little lower to the ground. Yes, arms a little lower, Kristen. Arms lower, Joanna. Good. Gaze between your legs even. Susie, look like even more. Yes. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And down. Good job. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And down. And exhale. And come up a little higher as you inhale. Shoulders away from your ears. And down. One more. And exhale. 100 prep. This is the 100 prep. So next time we'll learn the 100. And inhale. And down. Arms are still up above your head. Palms up towards the sky. Our right leg comes down. Our left leg comes down. Let's just do one pelvic curl to remember, okay? Inhale. And exhale. Press that lower back down and articulate up above the mat. So one vertebrae at a time. Articulate up, up, up. Yep. Good. We inhale. And as we articulate down, our arms come down with us. And we press that lower back down and all the way down to the ground. All right, you straighten your left leg. I want you to press your heel into the mat. Okay, this is really important because this is what's going to happen as we do this exercise. Look at this leg. It's not grounded to the ground. So we're going to ground it to the ground, okay? Our arms are nice and active, and our abdominals are nice and active, and our right leg comes into tabletop. Okay, you straighten it as much as you can. So go all the way up, or if you need to bend it, that's fine. Totally fine. Only if you need to. But this doesn't move, right? So this doesn't move. This stays in this angle when you do the hip circles, okay? So I'm going to go all the way up because it's a good day today. And we're going to flex our foot. We're going to make hip circles. We're going to circle with this leg inwards. But when we do that, we have orange juice on our pelvis. We are not allowed to spill the orange juice. What does that mean? Our pelvis stays still. No dancing, okay? We stay here. We drop and lift. So we inhale, drop and lift. And exhale. And ground that bottom leg, guys. Now we know why, right? And inhale. And inhale. And drop and lift. And inhale. Point that toe for me, ladies, on my right. And yes, Jen's side. Point that bottom toe. Yes, and exhale. There we go. and inhale. Do a pelvic curl if you need to, Fabi. And inhale. And exhale, hold. Okay, other way around, outwards, and inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And 3 more sets. Don't move your pelvis. And exhale. You could do this, Jess. I believe in you. And inhale. And exhale. Okay, go to the bathroom. That's okay. No, Roger can go in with you. It's an adventure. And 1 more set. And exhale. How fun is that? Go to the bathroom without mom. And you point your toe. And tabletop. And down for those of you who are worried the bathroom is right in front of us. Okay. And we bend the knee. Right leg down. So we're learning a little choreography, right? Okay. Now we know the very big importance of why it's important to ground our leg into the ground, okay? So really, yes, ground it in. And left leg to tabletop all the way up and flex inwards. We drop, inhale, and exhale. And drop and lift like there's a weight on your leg. Okay, imagine that there's a weight on your leg. And it drops and lifts. It drops and lifts. So there's control. It drops, but then you control. And I believe we have 1 more set. And don't give up. Hold. Other way around. Chin down. Make a nice little double chin for me. Yes. Other way around and in. And exhale. And exhale. And exhale. And exhale. And last one. And exhale. Anyone else shaking? Point. Tabletop. Down on a bent knee. And then we straighten the legs. Squeeze those legs together on pointed feet. Arms up above our head. Palms facing each other. Ribs are pressed to the mat. We're in that beautiful neutral pelvis position. Again, what is that doing? We're practicing standing properly. And then we're going to shift positions as we do a big inhale and we bring our chest up. Press that lower back down, shoulders away from our ears, palms facing each other. Good. And we exhale up. That's why squeezing those legs together is so important. Send the abdominals in deep. I want your eyes above your knees. So if you need to bend those legs, please do so. Okay? But it's not about stretching. So you're doing this right now, a couple of you. I want you to round that lower back now. Perfect. And lengthen your neck. A little more forward, Jess. Bring your shoulders a little more forward. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Bend your knees if you need to. And inhale. And exhale, we articulate down. Pause. Take a picture. Cheese. And down. And inhale, chest lift up. Take a picture. Cameras at your toes. Cheese. And exhale up. Shoulders away from your ears. Yes, that's good. Grab those legs and come up. Just that's exactly how I want you to do it. Because I'd rather you use those legs and those biceps than use this. I don't want you using this at all. Okay, and we slowly articulate down using this. Take a picture. Lower back press. I want your pubic bone up to the sky. And all the way down. And inhale, chest lift up. Press that lower back down. Arms parallel to the ground. And exhale up. Into that C curve. So you're still working on this. This is still working, okay? And inhale. Shoulders away from your ears, please. Yes. And exhale, whoo. Take a picture. Chest is nice and high. Shoulders away from the ears. Arms are parallel to the ground. A little lower for me, Joanna. Good, Joe. Jen, a little lower. Looking good, Fab and Susie. And all the way down. And inhale, chest lift up. Lower back down. Pelvis high up towards the sky. Legs are squeezed together. And up. Yes. Into that C curve. Inhale. And exhale all the way down. If your pants are falling off, it's because you're doing it well. Well, I'll give you time to readjust because I need to readjust mine too. And inhale, chest lift up. Arms. Yes. Look at ya. I wish someone could just take a picture of everyone. And all the way up. Into a C curve. One more because that was not good on my part. Holy cow, Priscilla. Inhale and exhale all the way down. Oh, take a picture. And down. And inhale, chest lift up. Pubic bone high up to the sky. That way we use our abdominals, not our shoulders. And exhale up. Okay, that was a little better. Into a C curve. So none of this, okay, guys? Like, look over here. We're doing a lot of this. Just all you have to do from here is you just round that lower back, okay? And you look at your knees. You lengthen that neck. So we're really trying to activate here. And pull your pants up. Okay. Woo. All right. So we're going to have legs mat width apart. If you can do straight, that's great. If you can't, remember, this is not about your flexibility, okay? I think we figured that out. You can bend your knees if you need to. I'd rather you bend your knees so you could sit up straight using those lower back extensors. Up, 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 up. I need you to sit up straight. If you can't sit up straight, bend them a little more, okay? It's a good day for me today, so I will straighten my legs. Arms forward, palms facing up. None of this, right here, okay? Parallel to the ground. We inhale, and then what we do is we peel off an imaginary wall. So it's not this. We're just peeling our spine off an imaginary wall. Again, our activated abdominals. And then we stretch forward for our hamstrings. And again, using our abdominals, we peel back on, like, you know, you peel tape back onto the wall. Imagine that. And inhale. Imagine that your tape and you're peeling off the wall. Peel, 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 peel. And then you do a nice hamstring stretch. And then, we got to put the tape back on the wall. And you need to use those abdominals, okay? Shoulders don't do. So Joanna, bend your knees a little bit for me. And then sit up straight, a little bit more. From here, we peel off. And we stretch. Don't lose those abdominals. And we peel back on. And inhale. And stretch. And we roll up. Let's try one more. Do you see how sitting up straight is probably the hardest part of this exercise? And then we peel off. Remember, we're not moving forward. We're just peeling off. Just peel off that wall. And forward. And back on. Yes. Okay. Rinse your mouth out, my love. Okay. Come to the front of your mat. Whoever watches this video and doesn't know me, I'm like, what kind of mom is that? Okay. All right. Hands on your ankles right here, right above your ankles. So not here, but right there. None of this, okay? Just right here. And then you balance on your tailbone. Your feet are hugged. Your heels are hugged in towards your bottom, okay? You're in that C curve that I've been like nagging you all about this whole time. And your elbows are out. So use yours so more elbows out for me, Jess. More, lift your elbows. Yes. Knees towards each other. Good, you're doing good. Yes, be sure of yourself, Joe. You're like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. Okay, use those abdominals. Gaze is between the knees and shoulders are relaxed. Shoulders away from the ears. And then we come down. We inhale and we exhale. Don't go all the way down to your neck. I know. Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't know we were going to do this. And do a pelvic curl if you need to do a pelvic curl, okay? And we inhale down and we exhale up. But oh my goodness, does it feel good? And inhale down and exhale up. It's about finding your center of gravity, yes, and using those abdominals. Jess, that's how I want you to do it. If this is how we do it, and then the third or fourth time we find it, that's fine. It's your first time, okay? My goal is by the fourth time you do at least one, okay? Abdominals active. This is so much abdominals, guys. And inhale and exhale up. Don't go all the way down. Oh, and that's the other thing. Don't lose your gaze. So if you do this and look at my gaze and I look up, it's really hard to come up. But if I keep my gaze, I stay. My gaze stays. It's much easier, okay? We're going to do it 3 more times, and we inhale down and we exhale up. And we inhale down and we exhale up. And inhale down and hold. All right, look to me. We're going to do this. And we exhale. Don't use too much momentum. And just back up. So it's just a modified version of the actual rollover. Eventually we'll do the rollover without any momentum, but I just want your body to just kind of get a gist of what that looks like, okay? And then, so a lot of triceps when we get to the ground. So we come down, we roll over, and we just roll back up. It's almost easier, Jess, because you get a little more momentum with your legs to get up, right? And up. A lot of abdominals, people. Don't look at me. And up. Don't look at me when you do it, okay? 3 more times. And roll down. And up. 2 more. Now, when we come down, I want to hear a little less mat, okay? So a little more control on the abdominals. And control. And when we roll down, you articulate. Articulate. Yes! Much better. And 1 more. And good. Shimmy. Shimmy towards the front of your mat. Sit up straight again. Right leg up. Left leg up to tabletop. We're in that teaser prep position where, don't worry, we're not going to do the teaser prep, but open up those elbows, use those biceps. Open up that chest for me, Joanna. Yes. Yes, Joe, you were born for this. You were born for this. Lift those heels a little more for me, Kristen. And what? Yes, dancing. Yes, it does. It does help a ton. Lift those heels up for me, Jess. You're like, how? You can do it. And we slowly round our back. Don't just flop down. Use those abdominals. Yes, and down. Right leg down, left leg down. Let's learn our shoulder bridge prep. Our feet are in a nice parallel position. We start with the pelvic curl. We inhale. And we exhale. We press that lower back down. And we articulate up above the ground. Ooh, that felt good. So let's come down. Inhale. And exhale. Articulate 1 vertebrae at a time. Press that lower back down. Press, press, press. Don't come back to neutral pelvis yet. And back to neutral pelvis. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. And all the way up. Okay, so remember, we're not arching our backs, right? We're in a nice diagonal position. Good. Inner thighs are active, so our legs are in a nice parallel position. Put your weight onto your left leg, and we bring our right leg up to tabletop. So shoulder bridge prep, that's all we're doing. Just 7, okay? Remember how we did the side leg lifts, and I said no knee flexors? It's the same exact thing with your pelvis nice and high. So you inhale, tap, and you exhale up. And inhale, tap, exhale up. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, tap, exhale up. Inhale, tap, exhale up. Keep going. And 2 more. And don't drop that pelvis, Joe. Good. Jen, looking good. Look at you, even with the baby running around. Okay, arms nice and long. And leg down. Even out your pelvis. Readjust your body. Check your form. And weight on your right leg. Left leg up to tabletop. And 3 more. And 3, 2, 1. Down. Lift up that pelvis a little bit more for me. Tailbone towards the backs of your knees. Feet are parallel. Arms are long. We inhale and we exhale. Articulate. Press that lower back down to a neutral pelvis. And hug your legs in. Heels towards your bottom. And roll up. Pull your pants up again if you need to. Cross those legs into a quadruped all fours position. Shoulders are above the wrists. Hips are above the knees. Fingers are spread apart to protect your wrists. Our back is flat, so no squeezing shoulder blades. Okay? And our abdominals are held in and pressed down towards our pelvis. Okay? And we're just going to do 3 cat stretches. So we exhale. All you do, none of this, none of the upper back. We round our lower back and our upper back simply responds. Good. Relax your head, Jen. Yeah. And flatten your back. And then you inhale. Chest is up towards the sky. Don't let your abdominals just go, though. Good. Chin down for me. Because we're elongating the neck even as we do this. Okay, yes, beautiful. Don't squeeze the scapula, though. Yes. And flat back. And we exhale. We round our lower back. And flat back. And we inhale. Chest is up towards the sky. Chin is down, though. Pressing the shoulder blades down. And flat back. One more. And up. And back to your flat back. Okay, so we're in that flat back. Our abdominals are nice and active. Yes. Okay, right leg out all the way straight. Make sure your pelvis is nice and even. Good. Without moving your pelvis, your left leg out all the way. So now we're in a front support position. Beautiful. Shoulders a little bit past your wrist, Susanna and Jen. Yes. Right leg in without moving your pelvis. Left leg in and right and left. Don't move your pelvis. And right. You're rounding your shoulders a little too much, Kristen. Yes. And who. And who. And who. And who. And who. One more set. And who. And who. Up onto up stretch 1. Press those abdominals down. Tailbone up towards the sky. Good. Head between our arms. And press the heels down. And then lift them up. And heels down. Feet are nice and parallel, so check your feet. Make sure that they're nice and parallel. And up. Remember, abdominals don't splay. Press them towards your pelvis. And up. And prance a little. Right leg bent. Left leg bent. Right leg bent. Like you're on a reformer. And right. and left rhythmically, and right and left, both up, back to a front support position. Yes, holding those abdominals. Back to an upstretch one position. Back to a front support position. Point your right toe. And just 5, we go 1, and one more, and I think that was 5. And point your left leg, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. And back to an upstretch one position. Isn't that awesome? And you bend your knees, flat back. You look like a little panther. On 3, jump forward. 1, 2, and 3. We did it. We did it. You did it, Susie. You did it. Okay, on to your side. On to your side. Yeah, you can do it. I heard Susie like, okay. All right, palm, this arm supports us, okay? Jen, why don't you lay towards Susie? So turn around. Yeah, that way we're all, yep. Okay, palms facing up towards the sky. This is active, so we're gonna lift. No Cleopatra. Yeah, so right now we look a little sexy right now. Okay, I want you to lift those obliques. Yes, make a little bridge for those ants. Okay, hover your legs above the ground. So now we're really active. Yes, relax your head, Jess. I know you're trying to look at me. Legs together. Yes, squeeze those legs together for me, Joe. Yes. Okay, so our obliques are still active though. All right, and then we're gonna exhale, we're gonna lift the legs and we're gonna crush those imaginary ants. Crush, 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 Joe. Yes, and inhale. Sorry, I'm calling you both Joe, but you know who I'm looking at. I'm looking at the person I'm talking to. And exhale up, and inhale down. Wow, you got so many cups. Don't bend the knees, straighten those legs for me, Kristen. So it's a small movement. Inhale and exhale, whoo. So you're really just feeling it here, yeah? We're doing a nice oblique exercise. I think I did 4. And exhale, 5. And down. And 6. Even though they're down, they're hovering. And 7. And down. And 8. And down. And 9. And down. And up, hold. Relax the head, hold. Hold, 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 and down. Okay, come up and swing the legs around. Still facing me. Yes, baby Roger. It's totally fine, Jen. Just leave him. Yeah. Legs to the side. Remember, activating those obliques. Hands right here. Yeah. So everything's relaxed up here, right? Except we're holding this, and our legs are nice and straight. Hovering up above the ground. Make a little bridge for those ants, and then you smush them. Good thing they're imaginary. And inhale down. And try not to bring your legs forward, okay? Because that's what we tend to do. Just bring them. They're in two panes of glass, okay? And down. And exhale, 3. And and 7. And 8. And 9. Very sweet. And hold. And hold. Heels together. Hold. And hold. And down. Good job. Okay, we're almost done, guys. On to our tummies. All right, we're going to start with the very basic back extension. So arms are to the side. Legs are together. They're kind of pressed into the mat. They're straight. None of this. People get tired and they start like holding on to their butts for dear life, okay? Arms are nice and active. Legs are long. Arms are long. Chin tucked in. You're looking down. And you start from the crown of your head. None of this, okay? None of this. We start from the crown of our head. We lift, 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 lift. Shoulder girdles down. Ribs pressed into the mat. You lift that chest up high. Chin down for me, Jess. Yes, good corrections, ladies. Press those shoulder girdles down. Legs are a little more relaxed, please, onto the mat. So now we feel it in our upper back, yes? So it's our thoracic extension. You could do a little more for me, Kristen. Yes, yes. Now press those ribs down to the mat for me, and then lift a little higher. Yes, now you feel it, yeah? Okay, Jess, chin down, make a little triple chin for me. So you're looking up. I want you to triple chin, look down to the mat. Yes, and lift a little bit higher. Arms, palms facing each other. Joanna, your arms are nice and active. Okay, my right side's looking good. And we exhale down, articulate down one vertebrae at a time. Good. And inhale from the crown of your head. You lift up. Good. We lift up. So we feel a little in our middle and lower back, a little bit, but we really should be feeling it in our upper back right now, okay? Chin down, please. Yes. And we articulate one vertebrae at a time. As you come down, curl the pelvis in. So your pubic bone goes up towards the sky. You protect that lower back. You inhale from the crown of your head. Shoulder girdles down. Chest is nice and high. Arms are nice and active. Neck is elongated. And as we articulate down, our tailbone curls into the mat. And we inhale from the crown of our head. Lift that chest high as we can without lifting our chin. And we exhale. Good. And from here, we're just going to interlace our fingers. We're going to hug in like this because our chest is high. None of this. Lift up. Yes. Lift up so our chest is nice and high. Yes, press the tummy down, Susie. Yes, and then look up a little bit. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Chin down for me, Jen. Yes, okay. So shoulders don't go up, they stay. Jess, bring your chin in a little bit for me. So make a little triple chin for me. Go like this. Look at me. Bring the chin in for me. Yes, yes, ma'am. That's what I want. Okay, you hover the legs up off the mat. Knees are straight. And we bend our right leg. We pump. We go and left and right, right and left. We exhale, 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 inhale, 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 inhale. And legs are still hovering. Keep going. Shoulders are away from the ears. Remember, don't drop in. Yeah, bring your elbows in a little bit more, Jess. A little bit more. Yes. Do you feel that difference? You have a little more support there. Look up a little for me, Joanna. Not too much. Lift your chest a little more. Shoulders away from your ears a little bit more for me. Yes. Yes. Keep going. Keep fab. A little chest. A little more chest. Yes. Looking good. And hover those knees up above the ground, Kristen. Yes. Yes. And go. Last set. Exhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 inhale. And legs are straight, still hovering up above the ground. Check your shoulders, check your chest. Up, 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 Joanna. Up, 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 up. And down. Forearms bent. Use your abdominals to come into that nice rest position. And stretch that lower back. Breathe. Breathe. We inhale. And using those abdominals, we roll up. Good. Stand at the middle of your mat, facing each other. Check your feet. Be in a nice parallel position. Arms are nice and long. Tall, tall, tall. We inhale. And we exhale. We articulate. And we bend our knees. We tip the pelvis over. We send those abdominals nice and deep. We inhale. And we exhale, we articulate up, tuck that tailbone in, and then you stack your spine. Nice and tall. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. And we exhale. And then we tip the pelvis over. Abdominals in again, nice and round. We're not just resting our chest on our thighs, although there's always a time and a place for that. We're not doing that today. And we inhale and exhale. Tailbone in. Stack that spine. Get nice and tall, 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 tall. And we're done for the day. Yay!